Hey guys, it's Kay and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I wanted to do a get to know me part 2. So let's get into it. So for today's video, I wanted to do a part 2 to get to know me. I will link the other one up here somewhere. But I thought that the other one was a lot of fun, but it also was only like scratching the surface. So I kind of wanted to talk about my channel and kind of more about me so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. And yeah, let's hop right into it. But I wanted to start off by talking about my channel. So I've been pretty inconsistent lately and I was really upset with myself and I was like in a huge rut and almost in like a creator's block. I don't know if that's what I could call it, but like a creator's block, and I just completely stopped for like 2 months, and then I made another video and I had a great idea and I was like trying to figure out what my specific niche is, and I just for so long was struggling with it because I liked making so many different videos that it was just so hard to pick. So with Corona and everything making it that much worse, and it was even harder to keep a constant like video and editing schedule. It was just always a mess, and I want to get back into it and create for you guys, and I just finally found out what my niche is going to be, and I'm sorry if it was super confusing, but I really love skits and things, and that is something that I love doing because it's creative and it takes time and it shows effort. But I have been running out of ideas, and I just think something easy for me to do and easy for you guys to enjoy is doing challenges. Challenges can be literally anything that I'm pretty much terrible at, so I'm gonna be going into challenges and making pretty much anything into a challenge. And yeah, so hopefully that'll be a lot of fun for you guys and for me. Okay, so enough rambling about my YouTube channel. So the next thing I want to talk about is my family. So I have my mom and dad. They've been divorced since I don't even think I was 1. I think I was still a baby. Then I have 2 older brothers that are half siblings, but I consider them full because I grew up with them and I have such a great relationship with them and I love them a lot. And if you're watching, hi. And I have my 2 cousins who I consider my sisters. They've helped me through a lot. They've shown me a lot of examples. They're amazing. My brothers and both my cousins are all around the same age. My oldest brother is 30, and my middle brother, I guess, he is 29? 28? 29? I'm sorry, I'm a horrible sister. My cousins are 26 and 28, and I literally have looked up to all 4 of them for so long as just a person to hang out with and be with and learn horrible examples from, as family usually is. And then of course I have like everybody else in my family, but those are the people that I considered like my immediate family, of course, besides for my grandma and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna bore you guys with that, so on to the next thing. So the next thing I want to talk about is just, I guess, a little bit about me. I'm not gonna make it too in-depth or anything like that. I kind of just want to talk about like my school life and how it affected me, and it was a lot to deal with as a kid. So I started off from pre-K to 6th grade was the same school. It was a private school. It was fantastic. I loved all my friends and my teachers were amazing, and it was a lot of fun. Then at 7th grade, I went to public school. It completely messed me up because it was a different school. Obviously, it was a different building. It was a lot bigger, and because my school was private from 6th grade, I knew so much more than the public schools, and I was so far ahead that when I went to 7th grade, I was so bored. I was beyond bored because I have already learned half the stuff that they were trying to teach me, and it just made me lose my interest in school because up to 6th grade, I loved school so much. It was like my favorite thing. There was things that stressed me out, of course, like tests and things I was always horrible at, but it was just completely different because I was so bored, and it was horrible. So 7th and 8th grade I finished, and then I graduated, obviously 8th grade. So then I went back to private school, of course, a high school, and it was amazing. And because they were so far ahead and I fell behind, then that difference messed me up even more, and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And I just didn't know what to do, and my brain was so discombobulated that I was like, okay, I give up. 10th grade, went back to public school. And it was horrible. I went to a school, I think the biggest school I went to at that point was like 1 building, and I went from 1 building to 8. And I was so lost from that, and I was lost because my school like mentality was completely discombobulated, like completely messed up, if that makes any sense. I don't want to go too far into depth, but that was one thing that played like a huge role in my whole school situation. So I did love it, and I just, after so long, I couldn't take anymore. So then I wanted to go to college and further my education, and I realized that it wasn't for me. I ended up getting a great job, and I love it so much. I did work very hard for it. I mean, I did have a little bit of leeway because my dad, the family name, did help, but I did have to go and do all of the things that I had to do and work very hard to get my job, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. So on to the next thing, and the next thing I want to talk about is my friends. So I have a very, very small group of friends, and I am so lucky for them. I have 3 girlfriends that I consider like absolutely my go-to girls, and I don't have a lot of girlfriends because a lot of girls will stab your back. I'm sorry. But I've had so many bad experiences with them that I only trust these 3 girls. Of course, I'm gonna be friends with whoever, but these girls know my life. They are Brianna, Jamera, and Diamelise, and I love the 3 of you if you're watching. And of course my friends at work, and of course it's, you know, a work friend and a coworker, but without my friends at work, I don't know if I could handle work because I'm a social butterfly, and if I don't have someone to talk to, I am bored. Like, it's so bad. I don't know if you can relate, but it's so terrible. So I did want to do just some other small quick things to kind of run through it. It's not as long, and I don't want to bore you guys, so just give you some interesting things that are like a lot quicker and like, we'll call it a speed round, I guess. So for free time, I love gaming, watching TV, hanging out with my friends, eating a lot of food, and being artsy and painting and making videos for you guys, I guess. I don't know. And so for my other video that I had done as a Get to Know Me, I had 2 favorite YouTubers, or technically 3, but my YouTube favorites have grown, and I feel like I should update you guys because I feel like these 4 creators, or technically 5, are literally what I vibe off of, and another reason that I love YouTube so much. So I started YouTube because when I watch YouTube videos and I watch these people and I get into their videos and I watch them weekly or however often they update, I feel like I am their friend. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but it's like I feel like I have a friend that isn't near me, and I can, you know, talk to these people through comments and learn from them, and I can almost vibe off of their channels, and I feel like some of their channels and watching them has just made me a better YouTuber and more open to talk to the camera, and just, I don't know, I want to be able to give that happiness back to you guys. And I also have a lot of fun making videos. So my 4 favorite YouTubers are Georgia Productions, and she's amazing, she's super funny, she does skits and things like that. It is a ton of fun to watch. And then Brooklyn and Bailey, they are fantastic. I love them. They're so much fun to watch. They do all kinds of videos. And then my 2 newest and slightly obsessed with their channels is Bitsy Hyken. She does a bunch of makeup and things, and I have learned so much from her, and she literally I know she just started YouTube and she's very new, but she is so good with like responding and liking comments, and she's really good with like teaching you how to do your makeup and responding to you guys and your questions, and like I just love how she explains everything. It's fantastic. If you're terrible at makeup, go check her out, because I was a lot worse a few months ago, and now I watch her all the time. And my last one is Brad Mondo, and if you don't know who he is, I don't know what rock you're living under, because I found him on Facebook. So he was one of those YouTubers that showed up, I'd be watching a video and he would just be the next video that came up, and I was like, who is this guy? Like, I don't know who he is, and I just found myself sitting there watching him for hours, and now I'm obsessed with him, and I love his videos, I love his energy, and of course I'm learning a lot about hair. And because of Bitsy and Brad, I have always loved hair and makeup, and so I'm like super into their channel. But yes, those are my 4 favorite YouTube channels. So anyways, I hope you guys had a lot of fun getting to know me a little bit more, and I hope you enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun making it. And I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye!